पढ़त पढ़ाई, जिन पढ़त पढ़ाई, राम नाम औखद दिया, राम नाम औखद दिया, एका ने बनाई, एका ने बनाई, एका ने बनाई, एका ने बनाई, ताती वो न लगी, पार ब्रह्म सरनाई, ताती वो न लगी, पार ब्रह्म सरनाई। चौगिर्द हमारे राम का, चौगिर्द हमारे राम का, दुख लगे न भाई, दुख लगे न भाई, ताती को न लगी, पार ब्रह्म सरनाई, ताती को न लगी, पार ब्रह्म सरनाई। राख लिए दिन रखना, हाँ राख लिए दिन रखना, हाँ राख लिए दिन रखना, सब व्याध मिटाई, सब व्याध मिटाई, कहो नानक कृपा पई, कहो नानक कृपा पई, प्रभ पै सहाई, प्रभ पै सहाई, प्रभ पै सहाई, प्रभ पै सहाई, ताती भव न लगई, पार ब्रह्म सरनाई, ताती भव न लगई, पार ब्रह्म सरनाई। चौगिर्द हमारे राम का, चौगिर्द हमारे राम का, दुख लगे ना भाई, दुख लगे ना भाई, ताती भव न लगई, पार ब्रह्म सरनाई, ताती भव न लगई, पार ब्रह्म सरनाई। सतगुरु पूरा भेटिया, सतगुरु पूरा भेटिया, जिन पढ़त पढ़ाई, जिन पढ़त पढ़ाई, राम नाम औखद दिया, राम नाम औखद दिया, एका ने बनाई, एका ने बनाई, राम नाम औखद दिया, एका ने बनाई, एका ने बनाई। जिंद मेरी जिंद मेरी मिट्टी दिए तेरी एक दिन चलना 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 एक दिन चलना एक दिन चलना एक दिन चलना जिंद मेरी जिंद मेरी मिट्टी दिए तेरी एक दिन चलना जिंद मेरी मिट्टी दिए तेरी एक दिन चलना जपिया न नाम कदी सत्संग जाए के जपिया न नाम कदी सत्संग जाए के जीप ना पवित्र कीती गुरु जस गाए के जीप ना पवित्र कीती गुरु जस गाए के जपिया न नाम कदी सत्संग जाए के जपिया न नाम कदी जीवना पवित्र कीती गुरु जस गाए के जीवना पवित्र कीती गुरु जस गाए के जो जपन विच जो जपन विच लाइया ने देरिया एक दिन चलना एकदम से मालिक खान पर साडे मन की ऐसी अवस्था है कि समान 100 वर्ष का पल की खबर नहीं, पल का पता नहीं अगला श्वास आना है कि नहीं आना। मनुख एडियां पक्कियां बनी बैठा है, इतने वाल खदेरी बैठा है अपने, कोई सदा लई इत्थे ही रहना है। ते हजूर भी बख्शिश करदे हैं भाई तदे ही तैनू जूना विच भरमना पैंदा है, क्योंकि मोह माया ही जूना विच भरमाउंदी है मनुख। मोह माया विच फस के ही मनुख पाप करदा है, गुनाह करदा है, उपद्र करदा है। जेड़े काम ऐथे उथे जिथे किथे शर्मिंदगी दिवान वाले हैं वो भी ये करता है। कादे लिए? मरना विसर गया, मरना भुल गया। इसे लिए गुरु नानक साहब सच्चे पातशाह जी ने मरदाने नूं एक टका दिता सी। मरदानिया एक पैसे दा झूठ लिया ते एक पैसे दा सच लैके आ। इस परमार्थ नूं कोई गल्ला ही समझ सकता है। जिस दुकान से मरदाना जाता है लोग हासी करते हैं, मखौल करते हैं, भाई सच ते झूठ भी कदे दुकाना ते विकदा। मरदाना एक प्यार वाले के पास गया जिसनू मरना याद सी। क्योंकि मरना याद होवे तो सिमरन भी याद रहता है, ते जे मरना विसर जावे तो सारे शुभ कर्म करने भुल जाते हैं। एक मूला सी जो आए गए संतां महापुरखां दी संगत करया करता सी, प्रवचन सुनदा हुंदा सी। ओनू जाके मरदाने ने पूछया, महाराज एक पैसे दा सच चाहिदा है, एक पैसे दा झूठ चाहिदा। ਤਾਂ ਮੂਲ ਚੰਦ ਨੇ ਜੇਬ ਵਿੱਚੋਂ ਕਾਗਜ਼ ਕੱਢਿਆ, ਉਸ ਦੇ ਦੋ ਹਿੱਸੇ ਕੀਤੇ। ਇੱਕ ਤੇ ਲਿਖ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਮਰਨਾ ਸੱਚ ਹੈ, ਦੂਸਰੇ ਤੇ ਲਿਖ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਜੀਉਣਾ ਝੂਠ ਹੈ, ਤੇ 2 ਪੈਸੇ ਲੈ ਲਏ ਉਸ ਪਾਸੋਂ। ਮਰਦਾਨਾ ਜਦੋਂ ਵਾਪਸ ਆਇਆ, ਗੁਰੂ ਨਾਨਕ ਸੱਚੇ ਪਾਤਸ਼ਾਹ ਜੀ ਦੇ ਚਰਨਾਂ ਤੇ ਨਮਸਕਾਰ ਕਰਕੇ ਤੇ ਦੋਵੇਂ ਇਹ ਪਰਚੀਆਂ ਰੱਖ ਦਿੱਤੀਆਂ। ਮਹਾਰਾਜ, ਆਹ ਪਰਚੀਆਂ ਮੇਰੀਆਂ ਹਨ। ਉਹਦੇ ਤੇ ਲਿਖਿਆ ਹੋਇਆ ਸੀ ਕਿ ਮਰਨਾ ਸੱਚ ਹੈ, ਦੂਸਰੀ ਤੇ ਲਿਖਿਆ ਹੋਇਆ ਸੀ ਜੀਵਣਾ ਝੂਠ ਹੈ। ਮਰਦਾਨਿਆਂ, ਬਸ ਇਹਦੇ ਵਰਗਾ ਕੋਈ ਸੱਚ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਿ ਹਰ ਇੱਕ ਨੇ ਚਲੇ ਜਾਣਾ। ਜੋ ਵੀ ਕੋਈ ਆਇਆ ਸੰਸਾਰ ਤੇ ਮਰਨ ਲਿਖਾਏ ਮੰਡਲ में ਆਏ। ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਉਹਦਾ ਮਰਨ ਲਿਖਿਆ ਗਿਆ, ਫਿਰ ਉਸ ਨੂੰ ਜੀਵਨ ਦੇ ਸਵਾਸ ਦਿੱਤੇ ਗਏ ਹਨ। ਮਰਨਾ ਪਹਿਲੇ ਲਿਖਿਆ ਗਿਆ। ਇਸ ਲਈ ਮਰਦਾਨਿਆਂ, ਇਹ ਬਿਲਕੁਲ ਪਰਮਾਰਥ ਹੈ, ਸੱਚ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਜੀਵਣਾ ਝੂਠ ਹੈ। ਜੇ ਕੋਈ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਕਿ ਮੈਂ ਸਦਾ ਲਈ ਇੱਥੇ ਬੈਠਾ ਰਹਿਣਾ, ਇਹਦੇ ਵਰਗਾ ਕੋਈ ਝੂਠ ਨਹੀਂ। ਜੇ ਕੋਈ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਮੇਰੇ ਨਾਲ ਤੇ ਚਲੇ ਗਏ ਹਨ, ਪਤਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਦੋਂ ਵਾਰੀ ਆ ਜਾਣੀ ਹੈ, ਕਦੋਂ ਆਵਾਜ਼ ਆ ਜਾਣੀ ਹੈ ਨਿਰੰਕਾਰ ਦੀ, ਤੇ 5 ਭੂਤਿਕ ਸਰੀਰ ਇਹ ਢਹਿ ਢੇਰੀ ਹੋ ਜਾਏਗਾ, ਮਿੱਟੀ ਹੋ ਜਾਏਗਾ। ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਮਰਨਾ ਚੇਤੇ ਹੈ, ਵਹੀ ਨਾਮ ਕੋਈ ਜਪ ਸਕਦੇ ਹਨ। ਪਾਪਾਂ ਤੋਂ ਉਹੀ ਤੋਬਾ ਕਰਦਾ ਹੈ ਜਿਹਨੂੰ ਮੌਤ ਚੇਤੇ ਹੋ। ਮਹਾਂਪੁਰਖ ਬਾਬਾ ਆਨੰਦ ਸਿੰਘ ਜੀ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਸਾਸ ਵਿਰਾਸ ਭਗਤੀ ਕਰਨ ਵਾਲੇ ਅੰਤਰਜਾਮੀ ਸਨ, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਨਾਮ ਜਪ ਕੇ ਸ਼ੀਸ਼ਾ ਸਾਫ਼ ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਹੈ ਮਨ ਦਾ। ਤੇ ਫਿਰ ਜੋ ਵੀ ਜਗਿਆਸੂ ਜਿਸ ਭਾਵਨਾ ਨਾਲ ਕੋਈ ਵਸਤੂ ਲਿਆਉਂਦਾ ਹੈ ਜਾਂ ਜਿਸ ਭਾਵਨਾ ਨਾਲ ਆਉਂਦਾ ਹੈ, ਮਹਾਂਪੁਰਖਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਲੱਗ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਹੈ ਵੀ ਇਹ ਕਿਸ ਭਾਵਨਾ ਨਾਲ ਪੁਰਸ਼ ਆਏ। ਇੱਕ ਪ੍ਰੇਮੀ ਕਲਾ ਪ੍ਰਸਾਦ ਦੀ ਦੇਗ ਬਣਾ ਕੇ ਲੈ ਆਇਆ, ਤੇ ਬਾਬਾ ਆਨੰਦ ਸਿੰਘ ਜੀ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਉਸ ਵੱਲ ਵੇਖ ਕੇ ਕਹਿਣ ਲੱਗੇ, ਗੁਰਮੁਖਾ, ਇਹ ਦੇਗ ਲਿਆਏ ਜਾਂ ਕਿਸੇ ਗਰੀਬ ਦਾ ਲਹੂ ਨਿਚੋੜ ਕੇ ਲਿਆਏ? ਸੱਚ ਦੱਸ, ਇਹ ਕਿਸ ਮੰਨਤ ਦੀ ਦੇਗ ਲਿਆਏ, ਕਾਹਦੇ ਲਈ ਲਿਆਏ? ਕੰਨ ਪਕੜਾ ਦਿੱਤੇ ਉਸ ਨੂੰ। ਗੁਰੂ ਨਾਨਕ ਦਾ ਦੇਣੇਦਾਰ ਹੋਵੇਗਾ ਜੇ ਝੂਠ ਬੋਲੇਗਾ। ਸੱਚ ਦੱਸ। ਬਸ ਇਤਨਾ ਬਚਨ ਕਰਨ ਦੀ ਦੇਰ ਸੀ, ਇਸ ਪ੍ਰੇਮੀ ਦਾ ਸਰੀਰ ਕੰਬਣ ਲੱਗ ਗਿਆ, ਨੇਤਰਾਂ ਤੋਂ ਜਲ ਜਾਣ ਲੱਗਾ, ਹੱਥ ਜੁੜ ਗਏ। ਉਹ ਮੇਰਾ ਵਾਲਿਆ, ਜੇ ਸੱਚ ਪੁੱਛਦੇ ਤਾਂ ਇਹ ਦੇਖ, ਮੈਂ ਕਿਸੇ ਨਾਲ ਧੋਖਾ ਕੀਤਾ, ਕਿਸੇ ਗਰੀਬ ਨਾਲ ਠੱਗੀ ਮਾਰੀ, ਉਹਦੇ ਕੋਲੋਂ 50 ਰੁਪਏ ਲੈਣੇ ਸਨ, ਉਸਨੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਨਹੀਂ ਦਿੱਤੇ, ਤੇ ਮੈਂ 1 ਸਿਫਰ ਹੋਰ ਲਾ ਕੇ 500 ਬਣਾ ਕੇ ਮੁਕੱਦਮਾ ਕੀਤਾ ਸੀ ਉਹਦੇ ਉੱਪਰ। ਉਹ ਗਰੀਬ ਸੀ, ਉਹਦੀ ਅਪੜ ਨਹੀਂ ਸੀ, ਜਿਸ ਕਰਕੇ ਉਸਨੂੰ ਆਪਣਾ ਮਕਾਨ ਵੇਚ ਕੇ 500 ਦੇਣਾ ਪਿਆ ਮੈਨੂੰ। ਤੇ ਉਸ ਮੰਨਤ ਦੀ ਮੈਂ ਦੇਖ ਲਿਆਇਆ ਤੇ ਚਰਨਾਂ ਤੇ ਢਹਿ ਪਿਆ, ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਬਖਸ਼ ਲਓ, ਕਿਰਪਾ ਕਰੋ। ਇੱਥੇ ਉੱਥੇ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਕਿੱਥੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕਿਰਪਾ ਕਰਨੀ ਹੈ। ਅਸੀਂ ਭੁੱਲਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਨਾ ਸਿੱਧੇ ਰਸਤੇ ਲਾਓ ਤਾਂ ਹੋਰ ਕੌਣ ਲਾਵੇਗਾ? ਇਤਨਾ ਪਿਆਰ ਵੇਖ ਕੇ ਮਹਾਂਪੁਰਖ ਕਹਿਣ ਲੱਗੇ, ਗੁਰਮੁਖਾ, ਨਾਲੇ ਤਾਂ ਉਹਦੇ ਚਰਨ ਪੁੱਤਰ ਹੱਥ ਜੋੜ ਮਾਫੀ ਮੰਗ ਆਪਣੀ ਭੁੱਲ ਦੀ, ਤੇ ਨਾਲੇ ਪੈਸੇ ਵਾਪਸ ਕਰਕੇ ਆ, ਤੇ ਇਸ ਦੇਗ ਨੂੰ ਧੋਆ ਖੱਟ ਕੇ ਇੱਥੇ ਹੀ ਪੂਰ ਦੇ। ਜੇ ਕਿਸੇ ਪੰਛੀ ਪਰਿੰਦੇ ਦੇ ਵੀ ਭੁੱਖ ਲੱਗ ਗਈ, ਉਹ ਵੀ ਨਰਕਾਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਾਣ ਤੋਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਬਚ ਸਕੇਗਾ। ਤਾਂ ਇਸ ਲਈ ਹੱਕ ਦੀ ਕਿਰਤ ਖਾਣੀ, ਕਿਸੇ ਨਾਲ ਦਗਾ ਨਾ ਕਰਨਾ, ਸਗੋਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਆਪ ਕੋਲੋਂ ਆਪਣੀ ਕਮਾਈ ਵਿੱਚੋਂ ਕਿਸੇ ਦੀ ਸੇਵਾ ਕਰਨੀ, ਇਹ ਗੁਰੂ ਨਾਨਕ ਦਾ ਮਾਰਗ ਹੈ। ਹਜੂਰ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਨੇ, ਕਾਲ ਖਾਏ ਕਿਛ ਹੱਥੋਂ ਦੇ, ਨਾਨਕ ਰਾਹ ਪਛਾਣੇ ਸੀ। ਪਰ ਇਹ ਕਿਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਚੇਤੇ ਰਹਿੰਦਾ? ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਮੌਤ ਚੇਤੇ ਹੈ। ਇਸ ਲਈ ਇੱਕ ਦਿਨ ਚੱਲਣਾ ਭਾਈ, ਇੱਕ ਦਿਨ ਤਾਂ ਜਾਣਾ ਪਏਗਾ, ਤੇ ਤੇਰੇ ਕਰਮਾਂ ਦਾ ਚਿੱਠਾ निरंकार ने तेरे सामने रख देना, क्योंकि हर एक दी करनी नूं अकाल पुरख वाहिगुरू वेख भी रहा है ते दिख भी रहा है। कोई ये ना समझे भाई मैं जो करनी कर दिया लुक लुक के मैनू कोई नहीं देख रहा। हजूर कहते ने करनी आपो अपनी के नेड़े कैद, जेड़ा भी कोई करनी विच रुझिया होया है, भावें पाप दी खट्टी कर रहा है चाहे नाम दा वंड कर रहा है, निरंकार हर एक दी करनी नूं देख भी रहा है ते लिख भी रहा है। ऐ मनुख जदों तू जाएगा ना वो चिट्ठा तेरे सामने रखा जाएगा। आ लै भाई तू आ कुछ कीता है, जे चंगे कर्म कीते हैं तां अगों लई मरादते प्राप्त होणगे, चंगा जीवन मिलेगा आगे। जे तू मारे कर्म कीते हैं ते निरंकार 84 दे घेड़ियां विच भेज दिंदा है ते फिर की हाल हो जाए, जम जम मरे बड़े फिर जमे, बहुत सजाई पई है देश लम्बे, फिर बड़ी गंभीर सजा हो जाती है जेड़ी कि जुगा जुगांतरा ये दुख भोगदा रहता है पाप करने वाला। आ 84 लाख जून 84 की गिनती करिए कितना समा लग जाए, ते जे जूना की उम्र गिनन लगी तो कितने युग बीत जाएंगे। एक एक जूनी की उम्र लख नागा करोड़ कागा, लखा वर्ष नागा की आयु होंगी, करोड़ा वर्ष कागा की आयु होंगी। पहाड़ा की उम्र पहाड़ की भी जूनी है, जदों पूरी धरती लय हो जाए तो पहाड़ की जूनी खत्म होती ते 84 लाख जून है, कितनी लंबी सजा हो गई है। मनुख तू थोड़े जे सुख वास्ते केड़े उपद्र करते, केड़े पाप करते, कोई होएगा तेरे नाल उस वेले भाई इस पाप की खट्टी दे तो कई हिस्से होए सन, पर अंत में भाई तेरा नवेड़ा तेरे को कराया जाए, अंत नवेड़ा तेरे जी पहली, अंत हिसाब तेरे जी पास लिया जाएगा। इसलिए भाई डर उस परमेश्वर को, डर पाप करते हैं, डर माड़े पासे जाते हैं, तेरा जीवन बड़ा अमोलक है। इसलिए हजूर कहते हैं एक दिन तो चलना ही पड़ेगा, क्योंकि बड़े बड़े पीर पैगंबर नहीं रह सकते, क्योंकि मैं रहेगा। इसलिए जिंद मेरी मिट्टी दिए तेरी एक दिन चलना, 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 एक दिन चलना, एक दिन चलना, एक दिन चलना। कह के तू आया से मैं जीवन सुधारांगा, 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 पुण्य दान करके मैं जिंदगी गुजारांगा, पुण्य दान करके मैं जिंदगी गुजारांगा, कह के तू आया से मैं जीवन सुधारांगा, कह के तू आया से मैं जीवन सुधारांगा, पुण्य दान करके मैं जिंदगी गुजारांगा, पुण्य दान करके मैं जिंदगी गुजारांगा। तेनू कह गईया ने गुंजना बथेरिया एक दिन चलना जिंद मेरी जिंद मेरी जिंद मेरी मिट्टी दिए ढेरिए एक दिन चलना जिंद मेरी मिट्टी दिए ढेरिए एक दिन चलना एक दिन चलना एक दिन चलना एक दिन चलना सुखां नूं पाके कदी शुक्र ना गुजारिया सुखां नूं पाके कदी शुक्र ना गुजारिया मनुखा जन्म पाके तू क्यों दाते नूं विसारिया मनुखा जन्म पाके तू क्यों दाते नूं विसारिया सुखां नूं पाके कदी शुक्र ना गुजारिया सुखां नूं पाके कदी शुक्र ना गुजारिया मनुखा जन्म पाके तू क्यों दाते नूं विसारिया मनुखा जन्म पाके तू क्यों दाते नूं विसारिया ओते मुंह की भी खासे ओते मुंह की भी खासे दरबारी एक दिन चलना जिंद मेरी एक दिन चलना जिंद मेरी जिंद मेरी मिट्टी दिए ढेरिए एक दिन चलना जिंद मेरी मिट्टी दिए ढेरिए एक दिन चलना एक दिन चलना एक दिन चलना एक दिन चलना करता है मान क्यों इस तन धन का करता है मान क्यों इस तन धन का बाकी का तू सम बिता दे नाम रंग दा बाकी का तू सम बिता दे नाम रंग दा करता है मान क्यों इस तन धन का करता है मान क्यों इस तन धन बाकी का तू समा बिता दे नाम रंग दा बाकी का तू समा बिता दे नाम रंग दा और छड्ड दे और छड्ड दे तू झगड़े ढेरे एक दिन चलना जिंद मेरी एक दिन चलना जिंद मेरी मिट्टी ढेरिए एक दिन चलना जिंद मेरी मिट्टी ढेरिए एक दिन चलना 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 नशा तू लाह लैन खटिया की आन तू आया से तू लाह लैन खटिया की आन आया से तू लाह लैन खटिया की आन तू आया से तू लाह लैन खटिया की आन तू कम कीते पति वाले होयो बदनाम 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 भजन दी आई मसवारी एक दिन चलना एक जिंद मेरी जिंद मेरी मिट्टी दिए ढेरिए एक दिन चलना 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 एक दिन चलना बड़े बड़े पीर पैगंबर औलिया अवतार संसार से आए ये मर्यादा है निरंकार दी ये शरीर तो त्यागना ही पैंदा अनेका संसार ते आए शरीर त्यागना पिया पर सारे चले नहीं गए कुछ रह भी गए कौन रह गए जिन्हां ने नाम जपया जिन्हां ने सेवा सिमरन परोपकारी जीवन बतीत किया जो संसार नूं कुछ दे के गए जेड़ा सिमरन नहीं करता उपकार नहीं करता वो तो इस धरती का बोझ है भार है मनुख आया है लैंड की बजाय जे संसार से कोई उपकार करके जावे संसार नूं दे के जावे तां फिर वो मरदा नहीं करे वो रह जाते हैं नाम जपन वाला रह जाता है नाम रेहो साधु रेहो गुरु गोबिंद कहो नानक ए जगत में किन जपियो गुरमत आना उन्हां दा ही शब्द है भाई जिन्हां ने अपने श्वासां की पूरी पूरी कीमत ला के जप जप के सेवा सिमरन परोपकार कर करके अपने जीवन नूं सफल कर लिया नहीं ते संसार पे जिया आया जिया ना आया जिन्हां ने सेवा सिमरन उपकारी जीवन नहीं बनाया नाम तो बिना होर जितने मनुख दे काम हन ये तां होर दुनिया भी कर रही हन मनुख दा वादा की है मनुख दा वादा है कि सास विलास जिथे अकाल पुरख वाहिगुरु ईश्वर की भक्ति करनी है उथे परोपकारी जीवन बतीत करना है सेवा करनी है इसलिए एक दिन चलना सब नूं चलना पैंदा है भावें कोई अपने मकान दियां कितनियां गहरियां नीवां रखा के बड़े सोहने मंडप बना दे दुनिया भर दे सामान भी उहदे विच जोड़ दे पर जदों हुक्म आ जाने तां फिर आध घड़ी को नहीं रख अद्धी घड़ी भी नहीं रहन देंदे कहदे हन कढो इस नूं किते प्रेत ही ना बन जावे कढो इस नूं कदे मुश्क ना मारन लग जावे बंदिया ये तेरी हालत हुई जिस कारण तू कितनियां मुश्किलां रात दिन काम करके भज भज के कितनी तू दौड़ लाई माया दी ते जे किते इतनी दौड़ नाम दी ला लेना तां जितना धन खटिया सी सारा ही तेरे नाल जांदा गुरु नानक सच्चे पातशाह जदों दुनी चंद दे पास गए हन लाहौर दी धरती ते दुनी चंद बड़ा महापुरखां दा संतां दा बड़ी संगत करने वाला सी। गुरु नानक साहब जी के दर्शन कीते, तन मन थरिया, जा बोल बैठा। अपना दर्शन लगा, महापुरखो बड़ी ईश्वर की कृपा है। इस वेले 12 तुझा मेरी कोठी दे बाहर लटक रही हैं। जदों 1 लाख अशरफी 1 लाख मोहरां दा मैं मालिक बन जाना तां 1 तुझा ला देंदा, झंडा ला देंदा। इतनी परमेश्वर की कृपा हुई है। ते हजूर ने एक सूई दी, कहन लगे ये सूई लै जा, अगले जहानी लै लवांगे तेरे को, दरगाह विच लै लवांगे। महाराज सूई ये किवें जा सकती है उत्थे? ते कहन लगे फिर जो तू इकट्ठा कर रहे हैं ये नाल किवें जाएगा भाई? वो जिहड़ा धन इकट्ठा करना है वो तो तू कीता नहीं है। जिहड़ा नाम दा धन, नाम दे विभाजन लई तू आया सैं, वो तो तैनूं विसर ही गया। तैनूं भुल गया कि एक दिन चलना है और सारे चल रहे हैं। तेरियां अखां दे वेखदियां वेखदियां अनेकां चले गए, तैनूं अपना ख्याल ही नहीं आ रहा। तू ही तो चलना है। इसलिए जिंद मेरी है मिट्टी दी है तेरी है, जिंद मेरी जिंद मेरी मिट्टी दी है तेरी है, एक दिन चलना। जिंद मेरी मिट्टी दी है तेरी है, एक दिन चलना। जिंद मेरी मिट्टी दी है तेरी है, एक दिन चलना। जिंद मेरी मिट्टी दी है तेरी है, एक दिन चलना। एक दिन चलना, एक दिन चलना, एक दिन चलना। सतनाम वाहिगुरू, सतनाम वाहिगुरू, जप सतनाम वाहिगुरू, सतनाम वाहिगुरू, सतनाम वाहिगुरू, सतनाम वाहिगुरू, सतनाम वाहिगुरू, सतनाम वाहिगुरू, वाहिगुरू 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 वाहिगुरू, सतनाम 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 वाहिगुरू, वाहिगुरू वाहिगुरू, वाहिगुरू वाहिगुरू, वाहिगुरू सतनाम वाहिगुरू, 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 सतनाम वाहिगुरू। जिंद मेरी जिंद मेरी मिट्टी दिए दिए, एक दिन चलना। जिंद मेरी मिट्टी दिए दिए, एक दिन चलना। एक दिन चलना, एक दिन चलना, एक दिन चलना।
जय गुरु जी की। अब हम मंत्र जाप करेंगे। नमः शिवाय। शिव जी सदा गुरुजी सदा नमः शिवाय। शिव जी सदा नमः शिवाय। गुरुजी सदा नमः शिवाय। शिव जी सदा नमः शिवाय। गुरुजी सदा नमः शिवाय। शिव जी सदा नमः शिवाय। गुरुजी सदा नमः शिवाय। शिव जी सदा नमः शिवाय। गुरुजी सदा नमः शिवाय। शिव जी सदा नमः शिवाय। नमः शिवाय। शिव जी सदा सहाय। नमः शिवाय। गुरु जी सदा सहाय। जय गुरु जी की।
Jai Guruji, Shukrana Guruji. Thank you all for coming today to celebrate the beautiful life of our dear General Kapur uncle and to join Aarti, Pooja and Sushila auntie in celebrating the life of this wonderful man who was the most devoted husband to this gorgeous Sushila auntie of 44 years, a loving father and grandfather to his beautiful daughters Aarti, Pooja, and his granddaughters Anya, Amira, and Tammy, and to a brave soldier and the general of the Indian Army, and most of all, a blessed and devoted Sangat of Guruji. Finally, Guruji will get his ADC. When uncle was in physical form, he would share with me that Guruji used to tell him, "Tu mera ADC ban ja." And he would say, "Mere bacche chote hain." Now that he's fulfilled all his duties, he has now joined Guruji to become his ADC. And as a decorated officer of the Indian Army, since he is in the United States, we are very thankful to the North Brunswick Mayor, the Lieutenant of Police, and the State of New Jersey Police Department to do the honors and give him a tribute. So I would request the officers to wrap the Indian flag around our dear uncle, and Amit Rai and Vikram Mahindru to bring the cap of honor. Everybody can stand for the honors and please keep at your seats. Jai Hind. Jai Hind.
Jai Hind.
Jai Hind. Everybody can take your seats, please. Shukrana to Guruji for the guard of honor for our General Kapur uncle. As everybody knows, worldwide, General Kapur uncle has impacted everybody through his satsang, through the messages and light of Guruji. He has spread all over the world among Sangat, among charitable organizations, the family, friends, you name it. And today we are going to bid him farewell on his forward journey and to be Guruji's ADC. We will begin the eulogies now, and I would like to request his beautiful daughter, Aarti, to come and speak for her dad.
I salute my emperor, who's become one with my God. Thank you, officers. Thank you, Seema Auntie, Amit Uncle, Vikram, Victor, everybody who ran helter skelter to give such a royal send-off to my father. And I have to read today because Jai Guruji, give me the strength. This is a heartfelt tribute to my darling Papa. Would start with the obvious, which is Shukrana Guruji for giving us all such a long notice to prep for this and accept your will, as sad and broken as we are. I have to say it is not a shock to us. We all saw it coming, and we recognize that it was Guruji's bonus for the past 3 months or so. We have nothing but gratitude for our Guru for giving him a long, glorious, and such a meaningful life. My father has been my biggest inspiration, my spiritual guide, my best friend, and my sounding board. He is a leader extraordinaire, a stellar visionary, a Karam yogi as described in the Holy Gita, an excellent writer, a moving orator, and an undying patriot. Growing up, I saw him as an army man, committed to serving the nation tirelessly. And he rose to become a highly decorated general who authored books, wrote extensively on leadership, and raised a battalion, 18 Grenadiers, which he was so proud of in 1976 in Sagar, India. And the motto that he coined for that battalion was called Sarvada Shaktishali, which means strength forever. That was the battalion that won the Param Vishish Chakra, the highest honor in the country, in the famous Battle of Tiger Hill, the Kargil Battle of 1999. We have seen Papa command the most disturbed areas of Bharat, be it Assam, be it Jammu and Kashmir. And we used to just be in awe seeing him in action. We were very young and probably did not have the wisdom to really appreciate his contributions. We used to see him adorn his uniform with medals on his chest, the stars and stripes on his shoulders, his army cane with a lion head in his hand, hop into a convoy with cars and red lights and rovers. We have seen Papa hop on and off his chopper, flying over the glaciers, and these resources would line up at the snap of his fingers. This was the strength of Indian Army as one of the finest organizations in the world. His official residence was called the Flagstaff House, and we used to see the flag being hoisted every day. When he retired, we proudly witnessed a 21-gun salute being given to him. We were so ignorant as overly protected young girls and so in awe seeing him at events with Sonia Gandhi, Abdul Kalam, and the creme de la creme while being facilitated on numerous occasions. And if you go into his memory box, he has a picture with every prime minister and every president of the country while he was serving, Prince Charles and King of Brunei included. He hung his uniform after 39 years of wonderful service to the nation and touched every terrain, known and unknown. His stories about the bullets grazing through him, his stories from the line of control of how he was communicating with the Prime Minister's office while providing air cover for his jawans on the Ranbhoomi. These were the stories that got the adrenaline pumping, and I so wished I could have recorded those to pass that legacy to our children. They say there is strong, and then there is army strong. I have the same pride and blood in my veins that has kept me standing. And I'm thankful to my dad for truly giving us exposure from Kashmir to Kanyakumari when we were so young. It helped cement a lot of things in me, like courage in the face of adversity. And I'm not afraid to ruffle feathers and say what I truly feel unblinkingly. This I owe to no one but to you, Papa. After his army stint, he came in touch with Guru Sahib and continued to touch and inspire millions of lives. He was one of the pioneers for the initiation of Gurgaon Satsangs under the direct command and supervision of Guru Sahib. It was him who told me and drilled into me, Aarti, never ever let your personal differences come in the way of helping someone. He taught me to always be direct and civil to everyone, irrespective of what kind of terms we may be on. He said, किसी की खुशी में ना शामिल हो सको तो कोई बात नहीं, लेकिन दुख में जरूर सर नीवे करके साथ में खड़े रहना. संगत का रिश्ता सबसे ऊंचा. And this is exactly what Maharaj said directly to him. Help on, but learn to help unconditionally. Second thing he said was, work is worship. Very often he used to say to me, सांस लेना भूल जाना, पर काम में कमी नहीं आने देना. And he was very keen in sending all his loved ones to Harvard. The third thing he said was, ऐसा कौन सा दुख है जो हमसे पहले किसी पे नहीं आया या हमारे बाद किसी पे नहीं आएगा. He used to say very often, Nanak dukhiya sab sansar. So he used to remind us to crib less and accept more. He had the warmest smile and the biggest heart. He was the most generous foodie and such a ladies' man who would open car doors for us when he was himself 80 plus. Always drilled deep in me, time is money. Respect time and time will respect you. Be punctual. And this is the battle I still continue to fight with some of my loved ones. He used to say to me, "Tu meri beti nahi, meri maa hai." And we connected at so many levels. And we miss you deeply, Papa, with every breath, with every shwash. And so many other names he called. He called me the anchor, his Priyanka Chopra. And my father is not my golden ticket, but he is my main man, my be all and my end all, and my mother knows that. He lives in every ounce of me. I hope we reunite soon at Guruji's feet, and this time forever, Papa. You left your wife and daughters behind, and with every breath we think of you. You have been my guide and remain my motivation to do better. I promise to make you proud, Papa, because I know you have very high standards and expectations of us all. You taught me to stand tall for myself, and I will try to do it as best and as much as I can. Jai Guruji, you both watch over us from Shiv Lok. Now that we personally have two super gods and call us really soon to be with you. I don't want to be here much longer, sans you, Papa. Guruji had told me long back, and I think it was a Monday night only, which was my last night with my father. Daddy nu naal lekar aayi, and now Guruji, I look at you and say, "Ke Daddy de kol jaldi lekar jai mere Guru." During his most recent visit, Papa did say, continue to spread Guruji's love and light, and I promise I will do so as long as he enables me to. Another initiative that was very, very close to my father's heart was, he was passionate about the blind school that he had set up, and Pada Mandir was also very deeply involved with that initiative. And we'll have Shalini Auntie talk more about it. All I want to say is, miss you, Papa, till I see you really soon. Jai Guruji, Anantam Shukrana, Maharaj. And as my dad used to say, Tera Ant Kise Nahi Paya. Mitar Pyare Nu Hal Murida Da Kya Kehna. Jai Guruji.
Now we'll have Pooja. Pooja, please come.
Jai Guruji. Thank you, Seema Auntie, Amit Uncle, for this grand honor. Thank you, officers. Thank you, Sangat Parivar. A tribute to my dearest father, my guardian angel. The greatest gift I ever had came from God. I called him Papa. An impeccable gentleman indeed. Papa, you donned many roles during this beautiful journey called life. A true soldier, a wonderful father, a great husband, as Mama always says, and an adorable grandfather. Charismatic, large-hearted, loving, caring, a wonderful host. I can go on and on about the stellar qualities that you had. And how can we forget your anecdotes? You always left us spellbound. And we will always cherish those memories, Papa, when you would surprise us with the most delectable milk soda and your concoction of refreshing orange drink. And what we remember also is how we bonded over the games, be it a card game or a game of badminton. Those were the days, Papa. From being a firm and a stern father to a totally chilled out dad who would always pamper his girls to the hilt. You left no stone unturned to fill our lives with love, warmth, and joy. Papa, your guiding principles will always be etched in our hearts. You taught us to brave all odds with a smile, to always believe in ourselves, and to do good as far as possible. Darling Papa, you touched so many lives by going that extra mile to help out and being instrumental in connecting so many people with Guruji. My dearest father, my darling father, saying goodbyes is the most difficult thing to do. My heart aches in sadness, and these tears will continue to flow. No matter how far we may be, I will always keep you close to my heart. I salute the brave heart you were. The fight you put up to combat this disease was incredible. Once a soldier, always a soldier, indeed. Farewell and best wishes, my adorable father. for your next journey. Will try and stay strong, for that is what you always wanted me to be. So long, farewell, and hugs from your daughter. Love you eternally, Papa. Love you forever. A tribute from your family in Pune, from your folks in Pune. This is from Mama in Pune. Respected Chandraji, it has been 20 years since you came into our lives. When all of you, Shilji, Pooja, Aarti, and your gracious self came to our home, and we became Sandhis when our children, Pooja and Tarun, were tied in the holy wedlock. Today, 20 years have gone by, and there we are, remembering your graceful presence, your kind smiling eyes, and how you used to fill the atmosphere with your inimitable ways of communicating, telling us such interesting things that we would always enjoy listening to. Today is filled with nostalgia of those happy days of laughter and pleasant memories. A true army man who represented his country and brought the true spirit of compassion wherever he went. We will always miss you, Chandraji. Rest in everlasting peace. Jai Guruji.
At this time, we'll relieve the two officers. Thank you very much. And they will escort the body to the cremation ground later on. So thank you, officers. We will continue with the eulogies. I'm going to invite Vikram Uncle next. There's a Acura with New York plates. It's blue in color. It's blocking somebody. So whoever's car is it, can you please go and remove it? Thank you.
Jai Guruji, everyone. Thank you for coming. 17 years went by. I still remember the day, April 2004, when I tried really hard, to delay my trip to get to Delhi, and we ended up getting to Delhi on time. And Papa was pacing on the driveway. As soon as I got there, Papa said, "Vikram beta, abhi bhi time hai, chalo Guruji ke paas chalte hain." And we had a flight to catch in a few hours, and now I was in his stuff, and with the force he said, "Vikram beta, chalo, chale." And I ended up going, and that was my first meeting with Guruji, and I got connected. Over the years, he has been a guiding force, always on my speed dial. Whenever there's a need, no need just to bounce some ideas in higher times, lower times, always around. I ended up spending more time with my other set of parents than my biological parents over the years. Over the course of 17 years, we would spend months and months together every year. And we always had so many things to discuss, share, bounce ideas with, and very humble individual. And I will just narrate one or two episodes of his humbleness. Whenever we land in Delhi, he'll be always on the other side, in the arrivals lot, waving like this. And when he'll be here we don't have help who has to remove suitcases. Even with his back problem, he'll say, "Nahi beta, mere ko help nahi." No, Papa, you go, I'll get the suitcases in. He'll ensure to stand by me, and after a 20-hour long flight, then we'll have regular satsangs. First thing in the morning, we'll say, "Beta, ye Shivji ki murti utha gaye, either island Piraggo, and hours and hours he'll make it shine as if it was for gold. So जब भी इंडिया से आ रहे होते थे, I have my designer over there. मेरे कपड़े आने होते थे, मैं पापा को हमेशा बोलता था, पापा, it's been such a, आप जब भी आते हो, you bring the same suits, you know, give your measurements, give it to the same guy. He makes, नहीं बेटा, क्या करना है? It's not needed. And today, after so many years, he's wearing a new suit, which he never would wear in the last couple of years. What else? Since he's been here in the last 2 months, I've been having regular dreams in terms of, you know, what will be the next, and I will, you know, call Aarti, text Aarti, Papa dream mein aaye, ye hua, wo hua, and some of those things happen. And in 2014, I had a dream where this episode was going to occur here in the US, and some of the dreams are meant to be true, but something like this, I felt I never got that dream, and it's happening. Jai Guruji.
I'd like to invite his beautiful granddaughters, Anya, Tamanna, and Aunt Amira, to come and stand here, and then you can take turns and talk about your grandpa.
Jai Guruji, thank you all for coming here today. I'm beyond grateful for the support that you all have given us during this difficult time. My Nanu was an amazing man, and I know that everyone here can attest to that. Not only did he influence thousands of lives, but he influenced them for the better. Apart from being kind-hearted and amiable, he was also extremely brave, passionate, and diligent. He is an inspiration to me and many others. He motivates me every day to be the best version of myself that I can possibly be. And even though he's not here in his physical form, I know that he'll still be with me during hard times to keep me going. My Nanu was always the one who expected the most from me. From the second that I was born, he said that I would go to Harvard. Now, I'm pretty sure that I won't end up at Harvard, but that won't stop me from being a hard worker. I know that's what he valued the most, hard work. And he was most definitely a hard worker. Army general, father, and mentor to many. He changed lives, and I know he changed mine for sure. I know I didn't spend much time with him, and of course, I wish I could have spent more, but I'm eternally grateful for the moments that I did get with him. I'll always remember the morning walks we used to take. I remember seeing stray dogs on the street and not having to worry about a thing because I was protected by my Nanu. He is my protector, and I know that he isn't here physically to protect me from stray dogs anymore, but he will protect me from much bigger things. Always selfless he was. He was the most selfless of them all, and I wish he didn't have to go this way. He didn't deserve it. What happened? I can only be thankful because what good does being ungrateful do? I'm thankful that he survived over 1 year considering his condition. I'm thankful that he was able to visit us one more time before he passed. And I'm thankful for the priceless moments that I had with him in the past 2 months. I know everything happens for a reason, which is why I'm not questioning why this happened. I trust in Guruji, and I guess it was Nanu's turn to go now. I love you, Nanu, and you lived a glorious 84 years.
Jai Guruji, first of all, I want to say shukran to Guruji for giving my Nanu a long life and blessing us with him. My Nanu was my best friend, and he always will be. He always played with us, and he pampered us to no end. But at the same time, he wanted us to make studies our first priority and work hard. Nanu always said he wanted us to go to Harvard when we grow up. One day, I hope to do that and make him proud. I remember whenever I was sick or upset, I used to call my Nanu, and he made me feel so much better. Whenever I was sick, Nanu always told me to do mantra job, and I truly am blessed to have such an amazing Nanu. He was a gem of a person. I adore my Nanu, and even though I miss him so much, I know he's with Guruji, and he's always watching over us. I have such fond memories with my Nanu that I will always cherish them. Nano always made sure I had the best summer break. He took me to Mauritius and a trip to New Jersey to come to Masi, and he made it so special that I can never forget. I also wanted to share a little satsang. So a few days before we were going for a trip, we were going to Guruji's mandir, and I had a dream that day. So I was at a school function with my mom, Nani, Nanu, and Guruji was there. And Guruji told me that this is the last time you're coming to your Nanu's house to have fun. So have fun. And he won't be too well after this. And he also told me not to tell this to anyone. Now, I never thought of this as, I thought I was overthinking, but now it all makes sense. And I also know that Guruji is protecting my Nanu. I love to spend time with my Nanu, and he would always tell me stories. We would play cards. And I remember he used to take me swimming and the long walks we went on. I am truly blessed to have such an amazing Nanu. Thank you, Nanu, for your infinite love, and you always made me smile. You're someone I will always look up to. Love you, Nanu, my hero. Jai Guruji. Jai Guruji. First of all, I want to thank Guruji for blessing me with the best Nanu in the world. Thank you so much, Guruji, for blessing him with a long and exciting life. My Nanu was my inspiration, my world, and my best friend. Guruji extended his life about 3 to 6 months. So many doctors said he would only live 6 to 9 months, but my Nanu fought for his life, just like he fought in the army. Though I'll miss him dearly, I know he's still watching over me, and he'll take care of me. He will always call me his Ladu Gaju and pull my cheeks, and I will always be his Ladu. He always told me to study really hard, and we will go to Harvard, so I will study the hardest I have for my Nanu. I love you, Nanu and Guruji. I love you, Nanu and Guruji, and I know what you did for my Nanu was for his protection. And though I never wanted to see this day, I knew it was bound to happen, and I guess this is when he wanted it to happen. Again, I know this writing doesn't sum up how much I love and miss him already, but I just want to say Jai Guruji for blessing my Nanu with such a long and happy life. You kept him healthy for such a long time, and I want to say thank you, Guruji, for that. Nanu, I know I'll make you proud. I know you'll watch over me, and I hope I always make you proud. I love you and miss you, Nanu. I've had the best memories with you, and in my next life, I hope to make many more. Those memories will live on in my heart. I'll see you when I see you, Nanu. Shukran, Guruji.
We now have Manjul Sharma, who is going to come. She is General Kapur uncle's niece and our singer in the Sangat.
Jai Guruji ki. This is the first word I learned from Masterji. And Masterji and Sheila Masi, both are part of my childhood fairy tales. My mom always shared. This is my sister married to the General Kapur and all. And after a long period of time when we meet, we were following same Guruji. And when I went to Delhi and met Masterji, and when he came to know I'm doing bhajan and satsang, he was very much concerned with my singing career also. And he always gave me advice, beta, do this thing and don't do this thing. And he hosted a very good satsang for me in Pioneer Park, and he introduced me to Gurgaon and Sangat. And every day, when I was there, every day we used to attend 2 to 3 satsang in a single day. I thought, Guruji, hum to thak jate hain, but Masterji was like full with energy. Abhi idhar jana hai, fir udhar jana hai. And when I first performed in Gurgaon, and I asked Masterji, how was that? He said, beta, मैं तो सोचता था कि तू रहमत तेरी ही गाती रहती है, but it was good. But एक कमी थी. So I was very much, depressed. Masterji क्या कमी थी? कहते तेरा शुक्राना नहीं है. You should make shukrana. And he inspired me to make shukrana. And today, shukrana, Masterji, for all your support, all your love. You are not my biological father, but I have done so many things, and you are great support for me. Thank you so much. Thank you.
I'd like to invite Komal Didi to come and say a few words. Komal Didi is Vikram's sister.
Jai Guruji, my name is Komal. Vikram and Aarti is the cousin. I wrote some lines for Uncle Ji, but before that I want to say a few lines that I was connected to Guruji through Uncle 17 years ago when he came in our life through Aarti, Vikram. Uncle Ji used to say that all the time कि अगर 2-3 लाइन अगर किसी का भला नहीं कर सकते तो बुरा भी नहीं करना. The second one that नानक दुखिया संसार, and the third one he used to say also कि सारा मजहब एक ही है, चाहे वो अल्लाह, नानक, राम, बस एक ही दर है हमारा. So I learned that from Uncle, and like I got here in my brain here, and it's like since then I just मैंने उसको पकड़ लिया, you know, कि कोई किसी से कुछ सीखता है ना. I learned that from Uncle, and after that, Uncle के सत्संग मैंने बहुत सुने on YouTube, and that's how I connected with Guruji. And over, आज भी वो आवाज जब मैं सुनती हूँ सत्संग YouTube पे, वो आवाज क्या इतनी powerful, the commanding voice. So Uncle Ji has charisma, I would say, and he used to connect people from, you know, दूर से ही, like people used to see him and then like कोई personality खड़ी है. So Uncle Ji, like I learned yesterday on Zoom session, which I attended for 4 hours. I didn't have a guts to come over and say some word, but I learned one thing that we all just said. Now on, we are going to say, Jai Guruji Maharaj. That's what Uncle used to say always. He said, Jai Guruji Maharaj, Guruji Maharaj. So I have few lines I wrote for Uncle Ji in his memory. And let me tell you all, I never done this before. It's my first time. So if I make any mistake, मुझसे कोई गलती हो जाए तो please forgive me. I have to remove this. Jai Guruji. Like everyone else, I feel saddened to share my sentiments today. We have come here to pay our respect and love to General Kapur uncle. We all know that his dedication was spared to all his relations and responsibilities. He deserves a standing ovation for his service to his nation and his devotion to Guruji Maharaj. In honor of our Uncle Ji, General Kapur, I request each one of you to stand up and salute with me. Please, everyone. Jai Hind. Thank you all. May Guruji keep him in his shelter. Om Shanti, Jai Guruji Maharaj.
I'd like to invite Victor Rivera at this time.
Thank you. I'll be short. I just wanted to express say a few words to express my gratitude for the time and the experiences that I shared with Uncle. I'm, new Sangha, connected to Guruji a few years ago, and Uncle was instrumental in helping me, learn more about Guruji, build my connection, build my faith, and just become, a better human being. I will miss, our talks about Guruji, where he helped, solve all my curiosity, all my questions. He used to always say work is worship. So I'll miss his advice around life, work, people, ABCs, his conversations with Guruji, tons of memories. But most importantly, I'll miss him. I'll miss the walks, which we took, at the end reluctantly, but getting him out. I don't know. I'll miss worrying about him. I miss him a lot. And I don't know. We all lost. We wanted to win the battle, and we didn't. But I think there's a bigger battle that's been won, and we just don't know it. And we talk about this all the time. We have to trust his plan. There were thousands of people, who knows how many people praying for him, praying for his recovery. And one would think he's definitely going to make it with all these people praying, because I've never seen anyone have so many people praying for them. And so, the fact that he didn't just means that there definitely was a bigger plan. Like there was something that we just can't understand, and we have to trust it. So I will miss you, but I know you're in a better place. Jai Guruji.
Uncle didn't win the battle, but he won the war, and he's in a much better place. All the prayers made him get the peace and the solace, and made him pain-free. And now he's Guruji's ADC finally, so he's in a much better place. Bada Mandir was Uncle's heart and soul, and Guruji ke saath pata nahi kitne time wahan bitaye hain. And I remember Uncle ko jab bolte the na ki can you get us into Bada Mandir? He would stand in the line himself. He never took a favor to go in as a VIP or something, and I used to really admire that about him. So today we have Narang Uncle from Bada Mandir, who will give him a tribute as well. And he has sent a recorded message, so we'll try our best.
जय गुरु जी शंकर जी, आज हम सब लोग सारी संगत अपने परम प्यारे जनरल सी के कपूर को अंतिम विदाई देने के लिए इकट्ठे हुए हैं। एक तरफ तो ये दुखद घड़ी है जब कोई अपना जाता है, और दूसरी तरफ जैसे उन्होंने अपनी कैरियर में प्रोफेशनल अचीवमेंट प्राप्त की और रिटायर्ड लाइफ में गुरु जी का मैसेज सारी संगत को पहुंचाया, ये एक सेलिब्रेशन का कारण भी है। So it's a moment both of sorrow and celebration. मैं जनरल कपूर को 2003 या 4 में फर्स्ट टाइम एम्पायर स्टेट में मिला था, और ये मेरा सौभाग्य है कि गुरुजी ने ही मेरे को इंट्रोड्यूस कराया था। उसके बाद हमारा ऐसा रैपो बना कि हम अक्सर किसी न किसी बहाने मिलते रहते थे। वो मंदिर के अफेयर्स को लेके बहुत पैशनेट थे, और उनको बहुत दिल था कि सारा कुछ स्मूथ चले। जहां जहां जरूरत पड़ती थी मैं उनकी एडवाइस लेता था, और विद हिज मैच्योरिटी एंड एक्सपीरियंस ही यूज्ड टू गिव वेरी साउंड एडवाइस। ही वाज एन अडोरेबल मैन। उनके सत्संग इतनी बुलंद आवाज, और इस तरीके जब वो शुरू करते थे, गुरुजी महाराज की जय हो, would make everybody bring down pin drop silence and were glued to his satsangs. हमारा दिल करता था कि वो सत्संग करते रहें, हर हम सुनते रहें, ये सिलसिला खत्म ना हो। जैसे गुरुजी का मैसेज था कि संगत बढ़ाओ, उन्होंने अपने सत्संग के जरिए बहुत सारी संगत जोड़ी, और मेरा ऐसा विश्वास है कि आज तो जो संगत उन्होंने लाइफ टाइम में जोड़ी, लेकिन उनके सत्संग उनको हमेशा जिंदा रखेंगे, और आगे आने वाली, आगे जुड़ने वाली संगत, द पोस्टेरिटी through his satsang will also remember that there was one gentleman by General C.K. Kapur who spread Guruji's message far and wide. Guruji मंदिर और संगत के बारे में हमेशा वो बातें करते रहते थे। एक दो इशू उनको बहुत बोझ दे रहे थे मन में और मेरे को कहते होते थे दारग अंकल ये मेरी लाइफ टाइम में इनको सॉर्ट आउट करा दो सो दैट आई कैन गो एट पीस। और मुझे ये कहते हुए बहुत सेटिस्फेक्शन मिल रही है कि वो एक या दो इशू उनकी लाइफ टाइम में ही सेटल हो गए, सॉर्ट आउट हो गए। टुवर्ड्स एंड ही वाज वेरी हैप्पी। मंदिर जिस तरीके से चल रहा था, मंदिर के अफेयर्स को लेके ही वेंट वेरी सेटिस्फाइड। मैं इस मौके पे गुरुजी की आश्रम की तरफ से, गौरव अंकल की तरफ से, अपनी तरफ से और संगत की तरफ से कपूर आंटी और उनके बच्चों के साथ हमदर्दी प्रकट करते हुए जनरल साहब को श्रद्धांजलि अर्पण करता हूं। और मेरे को पूरा विश्वास है कि उनके सत्संग आने वाली संगत के लिए एक ऐसा माध्यम होंगे जो संगत और गुरुजी की कड़ी को और बढ़ावा देंगे और स्ट्रॉन्ग करेंगे। और ये सिलसिला ऐसा ही चलता रहेगा और जनरल कपूर हमेशा अमर रहेंगे। जय गुरु जी।
Uncle was very passionate about his selfless service with the blind school. So we have Shalini auntie also from India with her condolence message and her tribute to General Kapur uncle, which is also a recorded message.
Jai Guruji. To the whole Sangat and Jai Guruji to Shrilanji, Aarti and her family, and Pooja and her family. It's a big loss to lose a man like General Kapur, and we can't express enough what loss it was to the Center for Blind Women in Delhi, National Association for the Blind India, to lose its vice chairman. In 2008 or 9, in the beginning, General O.P. Malhotra, who was our chairman at that time, brought General Kapur to meet me and said, Shalini, I have brought this very special man to our board and now it's on you to hold him here. From that time, I think General Saab helped me in my difficult times and in Center's difficult times. Can't thank him enough and can't thank Guruji to have brought that soul to us. And General Saab did a big, big favor to me in my life by bringing me to Guruji. A woman who never believed in gurus and didn't even want to put up his picture in a place which I wanted to run secularly and which had women from all religions. And now we have a Guruji hall where we do satsangs every second month. And the whole staff is a follower. It's just, actually it's due to General Saab. No words can express the keenness in him to support the cause that we were working for. Whole sincerity in bringing all the possible support whenever we needed it. He would shake up his whole network and keep pushing everyone to keep supporting the center so that the center was always safe and secure. And to me, he was like a father figure to whom I could always turn to whenever I had a problem. And I could just call him up and vent out my problems. Irreparable loss. His satsangs, of course, are priceless, that are thankfully available on the net now for the whole Sangat to go through whenever they want to. But to listen to his passion for Guruji and to listen to his whole faith in Guruji in his physical form was something everybody's going to miss. For me, in every satsang where I would go and I would see him sitting around, I would feel, okay, एक गुरुजी सामने बैठे हैं जिन्होंने प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व करनी है और एक मेरे लिए कोई बैठे हैं जो मेरी प्रॉब्लम सुनेंगे जरूर. हमेशा मिस करूंगी. ऐसे व्यक्ति नहीं है जिन्हें भूला जा सकता है कभी. बहुत प्यार करने वाले, बड़े प्यार से सबके साथ खड़े होने वाले. शीला आंटी, holding your hands, sending you so much love. But a big thank you to Aarti and Pooja for sharing your father with the whole world and with me in the center. We will never forget him. Jai Guruji.
Jai Guruji, there are many people in line to speak for Uncle, but we have a limitation of time. So really extend my apologies to all of you. But there's a memoirs that's floating around. If you can add your thoughts and share your thoughts on that, that will be great. And before I call upon Rishabh, I'll be remiss if I do not acknowledge my personal gratitude to my dear Uncle Kapur. I met him in 2015 in the Guruji Ka Ashram, New Jersey Temple. And when I looked at him, I said, oh my God, he looks a replica of my dad who had passed away prior to that. So I sort of latched onto him and I just loved sharing many, many moments and discussions and thoughts with him. And I would keep bugging him to share episodes and incidents with Guruji. I had so many questions, and if I would share it with him, he would look at me and say, Pyari, Guruji kehte hain. And then he would share. And it was just so loving. Always available on the phone, long discussions, guiding how to run the temple. Any questions on any issue related to Guruji, he was always there. I would call him in India, we would have long chats. He would pick up my phone at the second ring, max. And if he had missed it, I would get a call back right away. So he's really impacted my life, taught me about Guruji. When he landed here from India, I went to see him the second day he had landed, still in jet lag. But when he saw me, he actually sat and talked and recognized and asked me questions about so many people in New Jersey that even Sushil Aunty said he hasn't talked in so many days. And then we had chai together and it was so beautiful. We took him in a wheelchair around the house because he was wanting to know where he was. So it was wonderful spending those moments with him. And the last words he said to me was, keep serving Guruji. Guruji ki seva, continue rakna, spread his message. And Uncle, we will continue doing that. Thank you for impacting my life and being there and sharing so many messages about Guruji. You'll always be alive in every Sangat's memory through all the YouTubes. I mean, whenever we miss you, we'll just put one of those on. So Shukrana Guruji, and thank you for keeping Uncle in your Sharan and Sharan. We'll now have Rishabh come and play a little piece for. Okay, I'm going to call Ashima to say a few words. I'm going to be quick. We're short in time. A few lines that I saw from the Guru Granth Sahib from my dear uncle. Ek pita, ekas ke hum barik tere, tu mera gur hai. I want to start by saying Shukrana to Guruji for blessing us with General Kapur uncle, a father figure, a mentor, and a guide. Not just for me and my family, but to the entire Sangat. I will never forget the first time I met Uncle, hearing that incredible, beautiful, and powerful voice that we all know and love. I remember feeling a shiver down my spine the first time I heard Uncle say, Guru Maharaj, when referring to our beloved Guruji. And I remember wishing and hoping that one day I would be able to love Guruji the way Uncle does. I was driving myself crazy trying to think about how I could possibly stand here and honor this great, great, great man. And then I realized that there are no words that would do justice. Instead, I will make a promise, Uncle. A promise to always remember the values that you taught us, that you taught me. A promise to live by those values, and a promise to pass down all those values to our children, so that they can pass them down to their children, and that way we can honor Uncle, not just through this generation, but through the generations to come in the future. Thank you, Uncle. Thank you, Guruji. Shukrana. Thank you.
We'll now have Rishabh play a tribute, and then we'll have our Panditji ready to start the last rites and the prayer service, the puja.
Jai Guruji, everyone. I absolutely hate doing this today because this is not how I wanted it to be. I had a really weird dream the other day. I think it was a week or a couple of weeks back. So we were in Masi's house, and Nanu was so Nanu was asked me to play something, and he was on the sofa, and he's like, so now, and okay, kya sunenge? Slow, meditative. Then I started playing, and my eyes were closed, and he, took a leap back, and he closed his eyes. And by the time I finished playing, Nanu had a smile on his face, and he wasn't here. He transferred, and it was so scary. I woke up, I think it was like 4 a.m. in the morning, and I didn't know what to say. I mean, I didn't share it to Mama until yesterday, day before. And I didn't tell Maji either because, this is not a good dream to share, And ever since I got that dream, I extensively started checking up on Masi and, on his health, how is he doing? How is it not? I hope it's not a sign, because this is unacceptable. I don't have to say anything more on his character because we all know he was our hero, and I just looked up to him a lot. Even just little things that I noticed when I met him first time, I think 2 years ago. He was just saying, like, even when he said, ha, Guru Maharaj, ka aisa tha, like, he would start the stories like that. I used to notice little things. It was so iconic, and he was a very iconic man. And Nanu, I wanted to play in front of you. I never got a chance, but sadly, I have to play for you now. So this is a short alap in Natbhairav. Please accept my recital. Thank you. Very good.
We'll now set up for the puja, and the Panditji will perform the last rites and the puja service.
I just want to say thank you to everyone on my dad's behalf. And I totally see him here. I hear him say, "Pyari, ye to bahut shandar ho gaya." Jai Guruji.
After the prayer ceremony, the officers will come and do the closing, and then they will escort us to the crematory. There's going to be a ceremonial send-off for General Kapur uncle, so as many people who can stay, that will be very nice. That's it. We need to get the prayer service started.
I can just request everybody, if you're going to stay, you can meet the family later. So please be seated so we can get the puja started. We're running out of time. All the family members, please come back on our side. Wow.
So suppose we are at Gurukham's house and we are doing cremation from here, Gurukham's house. So before we take him to crematorium, we have to give him a holy bath with Ganga Jal. Now this is the Ganga Jal, the Tulsi is difficult putting in his mouth. We can also take another. ओम इदं विष्णु विचक्रमे के गांडरे मडम्मा समुद्रस्य पाकस्मै स्वाहा ओम भूर्भुवः स्वः चन्द्रस्य प्रेतस्य तुलसी दलं समर्पयामि ओम जे तीर्थानि प्रचरन्ति श्रेता हस्तानि खण्डिनः तत्कुशस्त्रयुजति तत्पानि तत्मसि ओम भूर्भुवः स्वः चन्द्रस्य प्रेत तीर्थोदक स्नानं समर्पयामि. Anybody else? Also, Mataji, if you can do Abhishek like this. Om Apo Ishtamayo Namaskana Mujhe Dakana Mahirana Se Yoga Sivatamo Rasasya Bhajayati Anahan Ushati Rivamantara Tasma Aramamaho Yasya Bhajayati Vata Apo Janayatha Janaham Om Bhurvasa Chandra Preta Tirthodaka Snanam Samarpayami Om Twam Gandharva Akhanam Swami Prastam Brahaspatihi Twamukade Somo Raja Vidmanya Kshmanam Uchyata Om Bhurvasa Chandra Preta Gandham Samarpayami. Is there anybody else who can come to that? So whatever you have, we can send it. So whatever you have in your hand, when I say Swaha, you can offer it to Chandraji in the bottom. Om Prajapataye Swaha Idam Prajapataye Namaha Om Indraya Swaha Idam Indraya Namaha Om Agnaye Swaha Idam Agnaye Namaha Om Somaya Swaha Idam Somaya Namaha Om Yamaya Swaha Idam Yamaya Namaha Om Mrityave Swaha Idam Mrityave Namaha Om Brahmane Swaha Idam Brahmane Namaha Om Bhuh Swaha Idam Agnaye Namaha Om Bhuvah Swaha Idam Vayave Namaha Om Swaha Swaha Idam Suryaye Namaha. Now instead of Swaha, it's going to be Kalpata. When I say Kalpata, Om Ayur Jagnena Kalpata Om Prano Jagnena Kalpata Om Chakshur Jagnena Kalpata Om Shotram Jagnena Kalpataham Om Vak Jagnena Kalpataham Om Manno Jagnena Kalpataham ओम आत्मा जगने न कल्पताम, ओम ब्रह्मा जगने न कल्पताम, ओम ज्योतिर्जगने न कल्पताम, ओम स्वर्ग जगने न कल्पताम, ओम प्रेष्ठम जगने न कल्पताम, ओम जगनो जगने न कल्पताम. In case something is left in the bowl, you can empty out in the right. And when I say swaha, you can offer everything to general set. Om Bhur Bhuvah Swaha Swaha Idam Prajapataya Namah. Okay, then everybody please take your chair, except two daughters. You can put down the wall here. अपनी जगह पे बैठ जाइए. That go to this corner. Om Yani idam idam kalamaya devam sthapitam tavasthavati idam sasrati bhavijanmani janmani. Om Bhurvasmaha Chandra Preta Vishesharyam Shampadayami. One was in this corner. This butter, this butter, if you can touch it like that. Om Swat Omadi Jato Sikadayam Jayatam Punavaswargaya Kaya Swaha. Jalapatate Om Bhur Bhuvah Swaha Swaha Idam Prajapataya Namah. And then both of you are going to sit there. You can sit first here. You can sit there. You can sit. Om Chandrama Manasu Jata Saksho Shubhyo Ajayata Shotradvaishya Pranashya Mukhadapirajayata Bodhipadeva Rupastam Karma Shakshya Vignapra Yava Karma Samati Syatavatam Sastiro Bhava Om Bhurvasvaha Chandraja Preta Deepam Samarpayami Om Brahmanasya Mukhamasi Bharu Rajanyah Kretaha Urudra Sarveshya Parvyabhyo Shubhyo Ajayata Om Bhurvasvaha Chandraja Preta Deepam Samarpayami. Can I do one? यानिकांच पापानि ब्रह्म हत्या विनाशित केशाय तिष्ठति तस्मात् केशास्व पाहम्यहम् ओम पवित्रोस्ते वैष्णव्यो सवितुर्वः प्रसव पुनान चित्रेण पवित्रेण सूर्यस्य रश्मिभिः पवित्रपदे पवित्रपदस्य यत्कामः पुणे गच्छतेयम्. If you can hold it like this. Om Tachakshute Vahitam Purasthat Shukram Jarata Pashyema Shasdaha Satam Jivema Shasdaha Satam Kusumyam Shasdaha Satam Navabrahma Shasdaha Satam Adina Shyam Shasdaha Satam Bhuyasya Shasdaha Satatam. Om Granthi Devtabhyo Namaha Om Tantu Devtabhyo Namaha Om Yagnopavitam Paramam Pavitram Prajapate Sahajam Purasthat Ayushyamadram Prativincha Shubram Yagnopavitam Balamastu Sejaha Om Bhurvasvaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yonah Prachodayat. Om Bhurvasvaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yonah Prachodayat. Om Bhurvasvaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yonah Prachodayat. If you can take a spoon of water and hold it. Om Atradya Mahamangalya Punya Pavitra Masastame Mase Vaishakh Mase Shukla Pakshe Navamyam Vidho Braspati Vasare Yatha Vartaman Nakshatra Muhurta Sansvaye Evam Brahma Vishesham Visheshthayam Shubhapunya Tidho. If you can repeat this, Kausha, Gotra, Aswata, Pitu, Chandraji, Preta, Dahartham, Utkratyami, Pinda Pradhanam, Aham, Karishi. If you can please okay, let's show you first. So, Jana, that you are very, this one. So first 6 times water, took the water. And first, second, three, between these two fingers, if you can do this. Om Atradyam Mangalya Punya Pavitra Masastame Mase, Vaisak Mase, Shukla Pakshe, Navamyam Titho, Braspati Vasari Yatha Prataman Nakshatra Yoga Karana Mahut Samvaya, Evam Grahana Visheshana Visheshaya Shukhapunya Titho, Kaushal Putra, Chandrati Preta, Shav Nimittam, Aune Janam Madattam, Tavo Patishtam. So when someone passes away in our family, totally we offer 6 pills like this. Man has 5 senses. For 5 senses, we offer 5 pills. Now, Chandraji came to this world, and unfortunately, most tragically, he is leaving us. So sweet memories he had with the families and friends is going to carry with him. So 6 months for the sweet memories. Suppose we are in Gurukham's house, and before we go to crematory, we offer the first thing at home. It is called soul. Now this one by one, we offer like that. Yeah, Om Adya Purvacharya Brahmana Visheshana Visheshayam Shubhapunya Titho, Kaushal Gotra, Chandrati Preta, Shav Nimittam, Eshati Tinda Amadattam Stavam Patishtam. On the top of the thing. Kaushal Gotra, Chandrati Preta, Shav Nimittam Pinde, Pratyavni Janam, Gandham Puspam Yavasatam Sipatram, Dupam Lipam Naivedyam Madattam Tavo Patishtam. You can offering all these things one by one on the top of it. So we finish the first pinda. Now we are ready to go to crematory. Before we leave your house, your main entrance प्रवेश द्वार, उसके चौखट पे दूसरा पिंड जिनका नाम है 5 नाम का पिंड है। ओम मध्य पूर्वचार्य अंतर्गत विशेषण विशेषतायां शुभपुण्य तिथौ कौशल गोत्र चंद्रजी प्रेत द्वार के 5 धर्मितम अवनी जन्म मदत्तम तव उपतिष्ठतां कौशल गोत्र चंद्रजी प्रेत द्वार के 5 धर्मितम ईशते दिव्य हमदत्तम तव उपतिष्ठतां। Same thing is to be repeated. Kaushal Gotra Chandraji Preta Dvadesh Pantharimittam Eshati Divya Hamadittam Stavo Patishtam Kaushal Gotra Chandraji Preta Dvadesh Pantharimittam Pindi Pratyavni Janam Gandha Puspam Yavasatam Tulsi Patram Dupam Dipam Naivedyam Madittam Tavo Patishtam. Now finally, we are ready to do your Gurukha house. The grandson is carrying fire in a matki and he is reading. And we all are lifting Chandraji, Mr. Kapur. And different regions has a different way to go to crematory. When we go to crematory, we recite God's name but different way. Some people say Ram, Sri Ram. Some people say Ram Nam Satya Hai. So I'm sure Ram Nam Satya Hai we use this in Gurukha. So when I say Ram Nam Satya Hai, अभी आप सभी को बोलना है राम नाम सत्य है, 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 राम नाम सत्य है. We are out of the house. Once we pass the street, society, mohalla, whatever we call, and when we go to the main street, where there is an intersection, we offer the third payment. It is called nature. Om Adya Purvacharya Brahmana Visheshana Visheshayam Shubhapunya Titho Kaushal Gotra Chandrati Preta Chatvari Khecha Vikram Avni Janam Madattam Tavo Patishtam Kaushal Gotra Chandrati Preta Chatvari Khecha Vikram Eshati Divya Madattam Tavo Patishtam Kaushal Gotra Chandrati Preta Chatvari Khecha Vikram Pinde Pratyavni Janam Gandham Puspam Yavasatam Tulsi Patram Dupam Dipam Naivedyam Madattam Tavo Patishtam. Up to this point, intersection, चौराहे तक, ladies हमारे साथ आती है. Now lighting up a deeper, ladies go back home, and only the men walk to crematory back home, reciting God's name and carrying him on the shoulder. He is such a great personality. He deserves to be carried on the shoulder. Because Garuda Purana में लिखा है कि द्रुत्वा स्कंदे सोपीतरम्यो स्मशानाय गच्छति शो अश्वमेघ फलं पुत्रो लभते च पदे पदे नित्वा स्कंदे से पुष्टेंगे सदा काकन लालितो तदेव तद्गुणान्मुच्चे नवनतम सपितरम. Meaning the son or the grandson or the daughter who carries his deceased father, his or her deceased father's body on the shoulder and walk to crematory always get the punya of Ashwamedh Yagna, because during the life, the first obligation that he brought you into this world, and he did not just throw you away, He had a lot of sufferings. Even at this point, he would have offered you his mask. Better take my mask. I have another, or I can use the handkerchief. Up to this point, he is ready to sacrifice. And how many sacrifices? And the relationship between daughter and the father in any religion, if you go, is totally unique. कर्नल साहब, जनरल साहब, इनके एक ऑर्डर पर दुनिया की ज्योग्राफी बदल सकती थी, मगर वो सामने बेटे को फिनिश करके घर आते थे. बेटी बोलती बेटे पापा पापा नीचे वो जल्दी घोड़ा खेलना है, तो नीचे घोड़े खेलना है. तो ये रिलेशनशिप है बेटी और इनकी. तो यहाँ पे भी हम whenever we get a chance we give him a shoulder when we go to cemetery. So right now we are proceeding to Smasan back home in Gurgaon. Sri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram. 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 This way, we keep walking to Smasan. And in every town or village, the distance between home and the crematorium in between, there is a center point, which is called Vishram Sthan. Over there, we have to place him and offer the whole thing, which is called Bhog. O Madhya Purvachari Devam Dragana Visheshana Visheshtayam Sampupunyati Tao Kaushal Gotra Chandra Preta Visranta Bhutta Nimittam Avni Janam Madattam Tavo Upatishtam Kaushal Gotra Chandra Preta Visranta Bhutta Nimittam Aishati Preta Madattam Tavo Upatishtam Chandra Kaushal Gotra Chandra Visranta Bhutta Nimittam Preta Pratyavni Janam Bandam Puspam Yavaksatan Tulsi Patram Dupam Dipam Naivedyam Madattam Tavo Upatishtam. So up to this point, his head was heading. The head will go on the backside and his legs will go forward. And we keep talking to Smasan once again. Sri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram. 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 Sri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya. This way, we reach the crematorium. Now the bhumi where he is to be cremated, back home, they clean with the water using cow dung and cow urine. They make a bhumi. So Yamadut do not enter there, and Brahma Vishnu Mahesh themselves come to get. Symbolically, we are going to do everything. This is cow gomutra and gobar. हम यहाँ से इसके लिए भूमि तैयार करेंगे. Om Bhurasi Bhumirasya Dipirasi Visvatahaya Viswasya Bhuvanasya Tatvim Protevim Yacha Prativim Druham Prativim Mahinse. Om Prativipaya Gata Lokka Devi Tam Vishnunagata Tam Chadharimam Devi Pavitram Kurchasanam. Om Bhurvasva Bhumya Namah Sarvopchate Garindam Tastamukshatan Samarpayam. Om Idama Paha Pravata Matyam Chamalam Jayata. Yacha Vidroha Nutam Yacha Shete Abirunam Apo Matasmade Nasahapavamanasya Munchatu. Om Bhurvasa Bhumya Namah Sarvopchate Ratnam Namaskaran Samarpayam. Bhumi is ready. Now we have to make a fire cheetah. Using sandalwood, savita, and all those stuff, we make fire back home. So this is sandalwood and savita. This is a symbolic cheetah. Om Samido Anjana Prakaram Mati Amrutamagni Matamatin Vamanaha Vaji Vahan Vajina Jata Vedo Devanam Vaksipriyama Sajastam. With 2 hands it's down the water. Om Apeto Yantu Panayo Suna Eva Piyavahasya Loka Sutavataha Duviraho Virakti Virakam Yamundaka Vasanamasmi. Chitta is ready. So at Chitta's place, all Vayu. Om Madhya Purvachari Devam Dragana Visheshana Visheshtayam Shabhapunyati Tau Kaushal Gotra Chandra Preta Chitta Sthani Vayu Nimittam Avni Janam Madattam Tavo Upatishtatanam Kaushal Gotra Chandra Preta Chitta Sthani Vayu Nimittam Aishati Pinga Madattam Tavo Upatishtatanam Kaushal Gotra Chandra Preta Chitta Sthani Vayu Nimittam Pinga Pratyavni Janam Madattam Taskom Yavaksatan Tulsi Patram Upam Dipam Naivedyam Madattam Tavo Upatishtatanam Manas Vajare Guru Charanam Dustar Bhavasagar Taranam Guru Maharaj Guru Jai Jai साईनाथ सद्गुरु जय जय। ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय, शिवाय नमो। अरुणाचल शिव, अरुणाचल शिव, अरुणाचल शिव, अरुणा शिव। ओंकारं बाबा, ओंकारं बाबा, ओंकारं बाबा, ओम नमो बाबा। मानस भजरे गुरु चरणं, दुस्तर भव सागर तरन। The sixth thing for the sweet memories. ओम अद्य पूर्वचर्य गर्भ विशेषण विशिष्टायां शुभ पुण्य तिथौ औषध पुत्र चंद्र प्रेत सौहस्ते साधक निमित्तम अवनी जन्म मदत्तम तपोपतिष्ठिताम। औषध पुत्र चंद्र प्रेत सौहस्ते साधक निमित्तम एषिति पिंड मदत्तम तपोपतिष्ठिताम। औषध पुत्र चंद्र प्रेत सौहस्ते साधक निमित्तम पिंडे प्रत्यवि जन्म गंधम पुष्पम व्यवसतं तुलसी पत्रम धूपम दीपम नैवेद्यम मदत्तम तपोपतिष्ठिताम। श्री साईनाथ गुरु गोविंद परमपुरेश्वर जय गोविंद। प्रशांति निलया राधे गोविंद। श्री गुरु जय गुरु विठल गोविंद। विठल 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 गोविंद। श्री गुरु जय गुरु विठल गोविंद। पिंडदानेन कौशल गोत्र अस्मत् पितुः चंद्रजी प्रेत सद्गति उत्तम लोक प्राप्ति। Once again, if you can take a water. ओम अद्य पूर्वचर्यं गर्भ विशेषण विशिष्टायां शुभ पुण्य तिथौ औषध गोत्र चंद्रजी प्रेत दाहार्थम कपालाभिषेक्यर्थम अज्येन समस्त विहृति तथा प्रायश्चित होमं करिष्ये। तो जो ग्रंथ में जो हमने लिया था सेंस कर देते उसमें आहुति थोड़ी देनी पड़ती है, तो अग्नि मैंने अपने कर दिया। ओम अग्नि दो तम पुरो दते अव्यवाह पब्रुवे देवं आसादयादिक। ओम चत्वारि शृंगा त्रयो अस्य पादत्वे शिरसे सप्तहस्तासु अस्य त्रिगा बद्धो वृखघोर रविति महोदेवो मर्त्यां आविवेश। ओम अग्नि वैश्वानर शान्तिर्यासितते वनेति त्रिपवरन विभूमिर्मातः वरुपितः मेघध्वज प्राणमुखमम सम्मुखो भव। ओम अग्नये नमः सर्वोच्चाच गन्धं पुष्पमक्षतानि समर्पयामि नमः। ओम अग्नि प्रज्वलति वन्दे जातवेदुताशं हिरण्यवर्णमलं संयुक्तो विश्वतो मुखम्। So you can just hold it like that. Or your sister is going to help you at regular intervals. You can offer like that. So it's going to repeat. Yeah, he can. Om Prajapataye Swaha idam Prajapataye Namah. Om Indraya Swaha idam Indraya Namah. Om Agnaye Swaha idam Agnaye Namah. Om Somaye Swaha idam Somaye Namah. ओम विष्णवे स्वाहा इदं विष्णवे नमः। ओम रुद्राय स्वाहा इदं रुद्राय नमः। ओम लोमभ्यः स्वाहा इदं लोमभ्य नमः। ओम त्वचे स्वाहा इदं त्वचे नमः। ओम लोहिताय स्वाहा इदं लोहिताय नमः। ओम मेदोभ्यः स्वाहा इदं मेदोभ्य नमः। ओम मांसेभ्यः स्वाहा इदं मांसेभ्य नमः। ओम स्नायुभ्यः स्वाहा इदं स्नायुभ्य नमः। ओम अस्थिभ्यः स्वाहा इदं अस्थिभ्य नमः। ओम मज्जभ्यः स्वाहा इदं मज्जभ्य नमः। ओम रेतसे स्वाहा इदं रेतसे नमः। ओम पायवे स्वाहा इदं पायवे नमः। ओम आयसाय स्वाहा इदं आयसाय नमः। ओम पायवे स्वाहा इदं पायवे नमः। ओम आयसाय स्वाहा इदं आयसाय नमः। ओम प्रायसाय स्वाहा इदं प्रायसाय नमः। ओम संन्यासाय स्वाहा इदं संन्यासाय नमः। ओम व्यासाय स्वाहा इदं व्यासाय नमः। ओम उद्यासाय स्वाहा इदं उद्यासाय नमः। ओम शुचे स्वाहा इदं शुचे नमः। ओम स्वचते स्वाहा इदं स्वचते नमः ओम स्वचमनाय स्वाहा इदं स्वचमनाय नमः ओम सौकाय स्वाहा इदं सौकाय नमः ओम तपसे स्वाहा इदं तपसे नमः ओम तप्यते स्वाहा इदं तप्यते नमः ओम तप्तमनाय स्वाहा इदं तप्तमनाय नमः ओम तप्ताय स्वाहा इदं तप्ताय नमः ओम धर्माय स्वाहा इदं धर्माय नमः ओम निष्कृत्ये स्वाहा इदं निष्कृत्ये नमः ओम प्रायश्चित्ते स्वाहा इदं प्रायश्चित्ते नमः ओम भेषजाय स्वाहा इदं भेषजाय नमः ओम यमाय स्वाहा इदं यमाय नमः ओम अंतकाय स्वाहा इदं अंतकाय नमः ओम मृत्यवे स्वाहा इदं मृत्यवे नमः ओम ब्रह्मणे स्वाहा इदं ब्रह्मणे नमः ओम ब्रह्महत्याय स्वाहा इदं ब्रह्महत्याय नमः ओम विश्वेभ्यः स्वाहा इदं विश्वेभ्यो नमः ओम देवतेभ्यः स्वाहा इदं देवतेभ्यो नमः ओम भूर्भुवः स्वः स्वाहा इदं प्रजापतये नमः पर्व्यादन्ते नमः सर्वोच्चजलक्षतान् समर्पयामि ओम अस्मत्कोमदिजातं सीदोदयं ध्यायतं पुनः अश्वस्वर्गाय लोकाय स्वाहा जन्तु पातके ओम भूर्भुवः स्वः स्वाहा इदं प्रजापतये नमः गोविंद कृष्ण जय गोपाल कृष्ण लाल बाल राधा कृष्ण जय गोविंद कृष्ण जय गोपाल कृष्ण जय लाल बाल राधा कृष्ण जय 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 कृष्ण 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 जय कृष्ण 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 जय गोविंद कृष्ण जय गोपाल कृष्ण लाल बाल राधा कृष्ण जय गोपी कमल हरि प्यारी बाह्य मीरा मन बिहारी मदन मोहन मुरलीधारी कृष्ण जय गोपी कमल हरि प्यारी बाह्य मीरा मन बिहारी मदन मोहन मुरलीधारी कृष्ण जय कृष्ण जय कृष्ण जय कृष्ण जय ओम तस्मात् सर्वतः संप्रदं प्रकराज्यं वसंस्तां चक्रे बाह्यज्ञानारण्य ग्रम्योश्चै ओम भूर्भुवः स्वः अचन्दत्य प्रेत वस्त्रं समर्पयामि So grandson, do you have any other grandsons? Yes, yes. Granddaughter. She can join if she wants. Okay, now grandson, better come here this side. I need to make some sense here. Okay, now holding this and balancing I has to be on. Counter production of 4 times. You can follow him. And I've been Om Apo Hishtamayo Bhuvastha Mahiranaye Chakse Yogah Sivatamo Rasasya Bhajayate Hanaha Ushashir Vipamatkarah Tasmat Rangamahama Yasyasya Bhaya Janivata Apo Janayatha Janaham Om Saptasyasan Paridasrihi Sapta Samitaha Pritaha देवाय तन्नतन्नपाना वदनं पुरुखं पशुं यानि कन्य पापानि जन्मान्तर कृतानि च तानि सर्वाणि नश्यन्ति पलक्षणां पदे पदे ओम हरि ओम नमस्ते रुद्रमन्यव उतोत एखवे बाहुभ्यां ते नमः जाते रुद्रा शिवा तनोत घोरा पापकाशिनितया नस्तन्वा शङ्कमया गिरिशिता विचाकशिः ओम करचरण कृतं वा कायजं कर्मजं वा श्रवणनयन जप्वा मानसमापराधं विहितं वा सर्वमेतच्छमस्व जय जय करुणाब्दे श्री महादेव शंभो ओम त्र्यंबकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकं बन्धनान् मृत्योर्मुक्षीयमां प्रदात् ओम त्रायकं जबलद्रीः कश्यपश्यत्रायकं जदेवे त्रायकं तन्नो अस्तु त्रायकं यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्र रुद्र मरुत स्तुन्वन्ति व्यस्तवै वेद सांग पद क्रमोपनिषदय गायन्ति यं सामगः ध्यानावस्थित तद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनो यस्यान्तन विदुः सुरासुरगणा देवाय तस्मै नमः कृत्वा सुदुष्करं कर्म जानता वाप्यजानता मृत्युकालवशं ज्ञात्वा नरं पञ्चत्व महागतं धर्म समायुक्तं लोभमोह समावृतं दहेयं सर्वगात्राणि दिव्यालोकं स गच्छतु. Once again, I request everybody to stand up for 5 minutes. So, ancestors who passed away in our family, your Dadaji, Grand-Dadaji, anybody went from maternal side to mommy के नाना नानी सब वो सभी को नमस्कार कीजिए. आप ब्रह्मस्तंभ पर्यंतम देवर्षि पितृमानवा तृप्यन्तो पितरः सर्वे मातृमाता महादया अतीत कोल कोटीनां सप्तदीप निवासिनां आ ब्रह्मा भूनालोकादिदमस्तुतिलोदकम् ये बांधवा ये जन्मनि बांधवा ते सर्वशक्ति मायान्तु मया दत्तेन वारिणा एक चस्मत्कुले जाता पुत्रा पुत्रणो मतां ते गृह्णन्तु मया दत्तं वस्त्र निष्पीडनोदकम् ओम ब्रह्म जगनानं प्रथमं पुरस्ताद्वीसिमति सुरुचोपेन आवह सुबुद्ध्या उपमा अस्य विष्टा सतस्य योनि मसतस्य विवा ओम ब्रह्मणे नमः प्रार्थना पूर्वक नमस्कारान् समर्पयामि. ओम इदं विष्णुविचक्रमे वेदानि गले पडवनमा समुद्रमस्य पात्र सुरेश्वरः ओम विष्णवे नमः प्रार्थना पूर्वक नमस्कारान् समर्पयामि. ओम हरि ओम नमस्ते रुद्रमन्यवतो त एकवे बाहुभ्यां तते नमः जाते रुद्रा शिवा तनूर घोरा पापकाशिनिकया नस्तन्वाशन्तमया गिरिशन्ता विचाकशे ओम रुद्राय नमः प्रार्थना पूर्वक नमस्कारान् समर्पयामि. ओम यमाय आंगिरसस्य पितृमध्य स्वाहा स्वाहा धर्माय स्वाहा धर्मपित्रे ओम प्रेता जयता नर इंद्रो वह शर्म जचुद्रा वसन्तु बाहुनकृत्यायता सत ओम देव शांतिरन्तरिक्ष ओम शांतिः पृथिवी शांतिरापः शांतिरो हृदयः शांतिः वनस्पतयः शांतिर्विश्वे देवा शांतिर्ब्रह्म शांतिः सर्वभूम शांतिः शांतिरेव शांतिः सा मा शांतिरेधि यतो यतः समीह सेततो नो अभयं पुरुषन्नः कुरु प्रजाभ्यो वयन्नः वसुभ्यः ओम शांतिः 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 शांतिर्भवतु. एक पवित्र पुण्यशाली सिटीजन और सेवक जिन्होंने हिंदुस्तान की इतनी सारी सेवा की उसे सैल्यूट जरूर करना चाहिए. जब मैं वो सलामी आम दो सभी को सैल्यूट करना है. सलामी आम दो. कैसे थे ओम देव शांतिरन्तरिक्ष ओम शांतिः पृथिवी शांतिरापः शांतिरो हृदयः शांतिः वनस्पतयः शांतिर्विश्वे देवाः शांतिर्ब्रह्म शांतिः सर्वभूम शांतिः शांतिरेव शांतिः सा मा शांतिरेधि यतो यतः समीयसे ततो नो अभयं पुरुषन्नः कुरु प्रजाभ्यो वयन्नः वसुभ्यः ओम शांतिः 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 सुशांतिर्भवतु. ये लाइव अभी हमने दे दिया, टच कर दिया था. अभी वहां पे हमको नहीं करने के लिए प्रॉब्लम, अपना काम कर लिया. तो यहाँ पे हम 3 बार 3 टाइम्स ओंकार प्रणव मंत्र का उच्चारण करेंगे. ओम जैसे बोलते स्ट्रेच करके बाद में चंद्र जी के मान में मोमेंट ऑफ साइलेंस ऑब्जर्व करेंगे. सतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्युर्मामृतमृतमय ओम शांति 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 सुशांतिर्भवतु। तो पूज्य चंद्र जी का प्रमाण पवित्र और पुण्यशाली आत्मा की अंतिम विधि करके पहले तो मुझे आपने जो तक दी, थैंक यू जी, और बाद में अपनी पूजा घर में जो शांति बनाए रखी, तो उनका तो सम्मान किया तो किया, साथ में मेरा भी सम्मान किया, तो आपका सबसे ऋणी हूं। नमस्कार, बैठ जाइए, 5 मिनट का काम और बाकी है। When a business is done, we collect the cash. So symbolically, if you can take this and tape it and leave it there, just tape it and leave it there. Om Aswattham Jato Sivadayam Jayatam Punavaswargaya Yukaya Swaha Jalupati. Om Bhurvuvah Swaha Swaha Idam Prajapataya Namo. That's it. Only once. Some equals Chitaka. Om Bhurvuvah Swaha Swaha Idam Prajapataya Namo. Okay, now watch. Can you come this side, all of you? We need to come this side. And watch. This time we are carrying this on the right shoulder. Either of you can take it. And now this way we are going clockwise this time. And from the back side, either of you can sprinkle the milk on his feet. Watch. Okay, when I go in there, from the back side, couple of drops. This is called pacifying cheetah. Cheetah को ठंडी करनी बोलते हैं. कोई भी ले सकता है. ओ मध्य पूर्वचारित अंगरगण विशेषण विशेषताएं शुभ पुण्य तिथो औषध गोत्र चंद्र जी प्रेत चिताता हो उपशमनार्थम च दाहजनित पीड़ा उपशमनार्थम च इदम उदकांजलिस्य उपतिष्ठधामो ओम पद्भ्यः संप्रग्रह पृथिवी रसाज्य विश्वकर्मणः समवर्तता प्रेतस्य त्वष्टा विद्रूपमे तन्मर्तस्य देवत्वमाजनमग्रे ओम वेदाहमेतं पुरुषं महान्तमादित्य वर्णं तमसः परस्तात् तमेव विदित्वाति मृत्युमेतिनान्यः पन्था विद्यते अनाय ओम प्रजापतिश्च गर्भे अन्तर्जायमानो बहुधा विजायते तस्य योनिं परिपश्यन्ति दिरास्तस्मिन् तस्थुर्भुवनानि विश्वम् ओम जो देवेभ्यो आतपतये जो देवानां पुरोहितः पूर्वो जो देवेभ्यो जातो नमो रुचाय ब्रह्मये ओम रुचं ब्रह्म्यं जनयन्तो देवाग्रतद ब्रुवन्मन जस्वैवं ब्रह्मणो विद्यते स्य देवा सन्वसे ओम श्रीश्चते लक्ष्मीश्च पत्न्यां बहुरात्रे पार्श्वे नक्षत्राणि रूपं शिरोव्यात्तं कृष्णं निखाणं मैखाण सपर्वतं मैखाण ओम त्र्यंबकं यजामहे सपत्तिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनान् मृत्योर्मुक्षीयमामृता. We drop it on the floor and break it. You can get it here. So we are breaking it like that here. And it's automatically going to break inside. Now, needless to say, we are going to apologize in case you hurt him during the life. But if you say a couple of words in your mind, you'll be very happy and proud. Most importantly, you need to tell him, Baba, की चिंता मत करना, हम सब हैं, तो he will live peacefully. And secondly, you can also tell him that, Daddy, if we deserve something, if we are worthy to you, we want to be your daughters once again, your grandchildren once again in your next birthday process. तो मन में जो पता है यहाँ पे बता दीजिए यहाँ पे और यहाँ पे हम at this point you can take your time here. मैं भगवद गीता का पठन करता हूँ. In the meantime, I think we should start doing production. आपके मन में जो कह दीजिए. Right now we have to start offering flowers because we are running out of time right now. So one by one person at a time, family members go first.
first removed, then they will come. The officers are going to come on. Please take a seat.
सिर्फ फ्लैग उठाना है उसके बाद तो मैं यहाँ पे किसे और आना
We are going to proceed to the ceremonial send-off now. The officers are going to come and hand over the flag to Sushil Aunty, and we will then stand up for the Indian national anthem, and then we'll get ready to pay our tribute to Uncle, and then we are going to be escorted by the police to the cremation ground. So please take your seat till the national anthem starts.
You have to stand for it. Stand for national.
In the meantime, just want to thank everybody on behalf of Aarti, Pooja, and Sushil Aunty for coming and paying your condolences for their deepest loss. And also want to thank Sumit, Amul, Dimple, Amit, Vikram, and everybody, Jia, Durgesh, Shivani, everybody who was there to pitch in and help out on behalf of Aarti and Vikram and Pooja and Sushil Aunty. And everybody loudly, let us all say, Jai Guruji. Jai Guruji. Jai Guruji. I'll invite the officers now to come and do the ceremonial send-off.
Jai Guruji.
तव शुभ नाम तब शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय आनंद भाग्य विधाता जय 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 जय
Please be seated. Thank you, officer.
Thank you, officer.
Now everybody can come one by one, offer your flowers, take a parikrama clockwise, and then exit to your cars and just be seated. Whoever is going to the crematorium, remain seated in your cars. You need to put your flashers on, and the cop cars are going to lead the way.
In the meantime, I am reciting Bhagavad Gita, 50th chapter.
The Bhagavad Gita is being recited as we pay our tribute to.
Just form a line here and we'll go out that way.
Clockwise. Maya Vishya Mano Yam Yukta Yukta Pasate Sradaya Parayo Vitaste Me Yukta Tamamata Yetvakshara Manirishya Vyaktam Paripasate Sarvatra Kamachithyam Japutastam Chalam Dhruvam Sandriyamitraya Granam Sarvatra Samabudaya Te Prapnuvanti Mamiva Sarva Bhuta Hitenah Kalesham Viktarastesham Avyakta Saktachetasam Avyakta Ekatir Dukkham Deha Vatvirabhavyade Yetu Sarvani Karmani Mayi Sanyasya Matpara Ananyani Vayogena Mamdhyayata Upasate Tesham Samudharta Mrutya Satsara Sakara Bhavami Nachirat Paravyadvesi Sachetasam
पत्ता पत्ते दे नाल टाणी ते सागरा ना पानी बेदा तेरी लोड़ साहेबा रहे चलदी सवासां वाली ताणी मैं जपा तेरी बाणी ना मंगा कुछ होर साहेबा जिवें पत्ता पत्ते दे नाल टाणी माड़िया तू कम्मा तो बचाई मेरे दातिया हर सानू चरनी तुलाई मेरे दातिया माड़िया तू कम्मा तो बचाई मेरे दातिया हर सानू चरनी तुलाई मेरे दातिया ओ जिंद मेरी मिट्टी दी तां ठेरी तू मुखड़ा ना फेरी लई चरना ना जोड़ दातिया जिवें पत्ता पत्ते दे नाल टाणी चन्न ते चकोर वाला रिश्ता बना दवी आमा तेरे कोल ओही रस्ते तू पा दवी चन्न ते चकोर वाला रिश्ता बना दवी आमा तेरे कोल ओही रस्ते तू पा दवी जे मैं भुला तू सीधे राहे पामी ना मन भटकामी बे तेरे हाथ डोर साहेबा जिवें पत्ता पत्ते दे नाल टाणी साहा चुप रीत दे स्वामी गुरु प्यारिया नसराले वाला तारो जिवें लखां नू है तारिया साच तू जोगी दे स्वामी गुरु प्यारिया कंगरोड़ वाला तारो जिवें लखां नू है तारिया मैं तेरा होना चाहवा तेरा ही दिता खावा ना भुख कोई होर साहेबा जिवें पत्ता पत्ते दे नाल टाणी रहे चलदी सवासां वाली ताणी मैं जपा तेरी बाणी ना मंगा कुछ होर साहेबा जिवें पत्ता पत्ते दे नाल टाणी
सेवंतिका बकुलचम पसपासनाब्जे पुण्यगजाशि करवीररसालपुष्पै बिल्वप्रवाल तुलसीदलमालतीभिः स्वां पूजयामि जगदीश्वरनिर्मितम् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः चन्द्रजिपेत पुष्पमालां समर्पयामि. Once again, carry this and balancing. If you can do 4 times counterclockwise direction. Both the buttons are equal. Yam Brahma Varunendra Rudra Marutam Stunvanti Vestavai Veda Sangha Padakramopanishadai Gayanti Yam Samagam Dhyana Vastita Tadgatena Manasa Pashyanti Yam Yogino Yashyantana Viduha Surasura Devayata Smai Namah Kutpasu Duskaram Karma Janata Vapya Janatam Mrityukalavasam Gnatvan Naram Panchatva Magatam Dharma Dharma Samayuktam Lokamoha Samagatam Bahiyam Sarvagatrani Divyan Lokan Sagachatu Om Dev Ho Shantiran Pariksha Om Shanti Prativi Shanti Rapah Shanti Ro Kadayah Shanti Vanaspatayah Shanti Vishwe Devah Shanti Brahma Shanti Sarvabhu Shanti Shanti Reva Shanti Sama Shanti Reti Yato Yatah Sami Hase Pato No Avayam Guru Shannah Guru Prajapyo Vayannah Pasubhya Om Shanti 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 Bhavatu. Om Dev Shanti Rantariksha Om Shanti Prativi Shanti Ram Vanaspatayah श्री राम बोलो तो आपको श्री राम बोलना है सामने से. ओके मैडम. श्री राम श्री राम Shri Rama, 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 Shri Rama.